Hello viewers, you are welcome to my channel. I have this important topic here that I'm sure you will be interested in, and that is how to manage conflict in marriage. I will want you to stay and pay attention even as we look at this video, and I'm sure that really you have a lot to gain from that. So let's look at this. Listening to this video at this time. If you are watching for the first time, please I want you to just go down to the subscribe button and subscribe, and also click at the notification button so that whenever we upload any video or subsequent ones, you'll be notified and you'll follow subsequently. Thank you very much. So in this video we are looking at how to manage conflict in marriage. Managing conflict in marriage. What do we mean by marriage? Marriage is the union of two people, mainly a male and a female, and coming together to constitute a home, a family. Actually, that nuclear family, we see it as the building block of the society. It's a unit society constituting of the man and the woman, and eventually children, as children start to come into the family. So, in terms of the marriage, you can say it's as old as man himself is in all the societies. One cannot actually trace to the extent whereby marriage, when it started. In fact, marriage is ordained by God, so and recognized by God. And in all societies, there are processes undergone to constitute what should be regarded as a recognized marriage right. So there are norms for that. Two people do not just come and cohabit and you see it as a family. No, in some religions, some cultures have ways to constitute what becomes a family of man and woman. And when that is formed, eventually children start coming up from the family as the husband and the wife now, as they live together and they meet. Children will normally come up, and these children are regarded as blessings or fruits of the marriage. And it's just so that these children will be raised in that unit, that society. That unit. From there, they go into the outer society. So the issue of success of marriage is very important. It's very important that that marriage institution does not break down. It puts the couples into trauma and the children also into mental trauma. So that's why we're looking at how to manage this thing so that we don't get to that extent. There are divorce is on the increase, separation is on the increase, and some marriages that gets to the extent whereby death do add them. Many people marry for different reasons. Some marry because either they gone to another country and they want citizenship of that country, or they want green card to enable them to work. And because of that, they marry a citizen of that country to be able to be accepted in the process of either becoming a citizen of that country. So that's one reason people marry. Some other people marry for the sake of money. One finds a way into a rich man or a rich woman's heart, just for the purpose of, let me marry this person, and then after we stayed for maybe a year or two, I will sue for divorce and we separate, and I will go with the money I have carted out from that. I mean, President Trump called it scam in marriage. He said that this sort of thing must no more be tolerated. That if that divorce comes, each person will you go with what you came with. Whatever you know you entered into marriage with, you go with it. I think I support that. I'm in support of that. Yes. If you have not built, if you just manage yourself to go in and cut such things, the law should look at that. Go with what you came with. This is applicable both to the man and to the woman, not just one set. Yet others marry for the sake of forming a family and raising children. That is quite good. In fact, that's the first thing why actually we constitute the family. That children will be raised to replace this generation so that there be continuity in the human race. Then there are some others also who marry later in life, either because his spouse died and they had to get another person just for the sake of companionship. They might have had their children already grown up, so they don't need further children, but just somebody to keep them company. So these are reasons why people go into marriages. So we want to look at marriage involves two individual persons from different backgrounds and coming together. And we want to look at the differences that constitute these people from which marriage or conflicts could come up if not well managed. First one is in their biological makeup. The man and the woman, they are not the same. This is a man, this is a woman. The way they are made up mentally and physically, they are not the same. And so, in fact, mentally, their perceptions of things differ, male and female. The way so also is the same with outlook to life, with taste. What a woman may want to, women are good at taking, or let me say, they are good at observing minor details of things, and they can grab something and hold on to that. While men can always gloss over a lot of things and push away the ones they could push away. If these things are not well managed, it may create a problem in future. Also, women are mentally, they are capable of multi-dimensional function. I mean, their brains capable of multi-dimensional function. But that is how God has done it to help them, so that it's possible for a woman to be cooking, to be bathing the child, to be washing clothes, to be doing a lot of things at the same time without getting frustrated. A man can not just stand that. A man will always want to focus at one thing at a time and handle that. So this, if not well understood, may create problem. At times the man may feel that this woman, you are always distracted. We are talking of this and you put this one there. You are talking of this, you put this one there. We can't sit down and discuss properly what we have to do. But when one understands each other the way people have been formed to be, there will be a tolerance and there will be adjustment. Things you may see as obstacles could also constitute a stepping stone onto higher grounds. So that biological differences are there. We have family background and types of upbringing can make difference between the two. Some families are autocratic. The child is raised up in an autocratic family. Others are democratic. They sit together, they discuss, they take decisions. While some families are laissez-faire type. The father does his things the way, the children does this other way. The mother does his own this other way. Nobody cares. So such if people now come from these two different backgrounds, you see that it may start to constitute a strength in the processes of the new family. This autocratic person in the family issuing orders and up and down, and the other, the one for the laissez-faire, doesn't just look that way, will not take it, and there'll be friction. Or the other one say, you can't be having your way. We have to discuss these things. Can't just be. You have to sit down. We'll discuss that. So conflict has started. So that is it. And another one is environmental differences or societal factors. The difference where the places where one is raised up could also constitute a problem or hindrance. Let me give you for example. If someone is raised as a street boy in the ghetto, in the slum, and this other one is raised in a government reserved area where people are calm, it will show in their characters. It will show in either how they want to go out, whether one wants to go out, one wants to stay reserved. It will show, and they have to sit and say have to manage these things, or else it will seem as if they are not going together. But it's the different upbringing in terms of the environment that is causing that. Then we have religious background. if the two people, a man and a woman, comes from different religious backgrounds, the male and the female, they come from different religious backgrounds, you could see that it may affect the way they see things, what they regard as taboo and what they regard as normal due to the religious background. So the two may have to sit together and reconcile certain things to hold on to that this is the tenets of the family, this is the norms, this is the belief of the family. If they have one view, it's going to help them. But if they have that diverse view, there will be always conflicts due to such religious background. The other one is educational. If one is highly educated and the other one is not highly educated, it may lead to their mental processes not being harmonized. The way they see things, the way they interpret things, in other words, their subjective interpretation of things, of the objective reality might not be the same due to the educational factors in that. So when people of possibly a similar educational level, it helps them to look at things at the same level, and that will reduce conflict. When we have socio-economic background, some are maybe from rich families, from the poor families, there should be adjustment, acceptance. Or one way look at the other one. After I brought you from the slum, I brought you from a poor family just to help you, and you are here opening your eyes and doing just anyhow you like. So to him, he's just really feeling that this other person is a slave or should just stay and be observed and should not talk. Such conflicts, pride could come in, and a sort of tendency to oppress or to look down on the other may come in as a result of a socio-economic background. Then we'll also look at the temperament, terms of emotion, terms of temper. Is it quick-tempered? Is it low-tempered? Such things could also bring about conflict. And then in terms, we'll also look at whether one is an extrovert or an introvert. This may also look help or affect the way they relate. An extrovert, he that wants to go out always from one place to the other. An introvert, the one that will not want to go out. And one feels that the other one is a frustration. I want to also go here to go to this party and go, and you will never want to. You always sit in the house. See, frustration may start to come in to the other party. But then, when we know all these things, we can always adjust. People know these things. They know the strong points of the other and the weak points. Then they can adjust, each one adjusting to come closer to the likes of the other person, and the other partner adjusting to come closer, and eventually we have a middle point that will be acceptable to all. So this is the much we want to take in this first part of this video. In the part 2, we shall look at other reasons that brings about conflict in marriage, and I want you to watch out for that video also as it comes up. Remember to click the subscribe button underneath, and click also on the bell, so notification bell, so that as we load the next video, you'll be notified and you follow us and you come through. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you for listening, and I'm glad that you find this very interesting. And we also provide some counseling tips that is going to help you or your family, or you can use to help others. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and even invite your friends. Let them come into this channel also and follow us in all the goodies we are sharing here. God bless you, and thank you very much. I love you. Thank you.